As Election Day has arrived, Ohio has seen a big influx of citizens early voting for the First and Second Amendment.
The U.S. government is making it easier to file taxes. The IRS, after years of pressure, is making it simpler to file.
It's looking like it's going to be a pretty breezy week, but sunny fall week with some chances of rain ahead. A look ahead at next week's weather.
The men's basketball team opened their season last night with a certain singer in mind. Did they pick up an opening night win?
This is TV2 News.
Good morning, Kent State University and Portage County.
I'm Logan Merkle.
And I'm Cale Breuers.
And this is TV2 News.
Today is Election Day, and TV2 will have an hour-long election show tonight at 8 p.m.
That's right, so we will not have the 6 p.m. newscast tonight. The election show will give you information in voting numbers and local issues.
There will be a live coverage from the Board of Election Office as well. Police responded to an Arlington auto wrecking in Akron, Ohio last month after a 911 call came in reporting an attempted theft. Body cam footage shows from their arrival on the scene where they were met with a car perched atop a forklift hanging about 20 feet in the air. To make matters worse, the police told police they believe the same perpetrator had broken into other cars on the lot 2 times before. Theft and break-ins are common issues on the auto ground, something they're sick and tired of.
The Cleveland Orchestra will be back next year at the Blossom Music Center with 2 new scores from beloved movies. The orchestra will first play the score from an Indiana Jones classic, Raiders of the Lost Ark, on June 29th and June 30th. Then, from August 2nd through the 4th, the orchestra will play the sound from The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Tickets can be purchased online at clevelandorchestra.com or by phone at 216-231-1111.
The First Baptist Church of Streetsboro is honoring veterans and first responders on Sunday with a service at 11 a.m., followed by a meal. Police, fire, and military vehicles are expected to be present to see and touch. Veterans Day originated as Armistice Day on November 11, 1919, the first anniversary of the end of World War I. Congress passed a resolution in 1926 making an annual observance, and it became a national holiday in 1938.
A year ago, voters in Akron approved a new board for overseeing the police force. A year later, the Akron Citizens Police Overnight Board has tabled their proposal to forego launching investigations into Akron's police internal affairs until 2025. Board member Bob Gippen says the plan was tabled during the board's retreat Saturday because there's still debate about whether the board can conduct parallel investigations while the police department is conducting an inquiry.
Let's look at what our Election Day weather is going to be like.
We're going to start off. We have currently in Kent, it feels like 52, but it's actually 55 outside with a dew point of 46 degrees. The wind is looking to be about 12 miles per hour, a little bit breezy today with the humidity being 51 degrees and a visibility of about 10 miles, so no fog.
In Ohio right now, across the state, we got all around 50s, 56 Cleveland, 56 Sandusky, over in northern Ohio. Kent right now it's 55, Youngstown 58, Worcester 55, 56, Mansfield 58. So all around the state, 55, a little warmer than usual, but as Logan says, it feels more like 52, a little more windy outside right now. So keep those jackets on.
And at 10 a.m. it's looking to be about 55 degrees with winds being about 12 miles per hour. And it's going to be 55 still at noon, but some sun is going to come out, so it's going to be about partly cloudy. And then at around 4 o'clock, it's going to be around 54. So it's going to be just a little colder, and the breeze is going to be at 6 miles per hour.
That's all we have for weather tonight.
You can stay informed with more on KentWire.com.
Moving away from local news,
let's go around Ohio for news on the state. Welcome Emilio Hernandez for more.
Thanks, guys. Our first story concerns the Laura's Home Women's Crisis Center. The National Coalition Against Domestic Violence states 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical violence by an intimate partner. Thankfully, Laura's Home Women's Crisis Center at the City Commission of Cleveland is helping women transition from a life of crisis to one of stability. At Laura's Home, women can take courses to help them deal with trauma. They can also learn how to navigate life in a new way, so if things get hard, they can keep moving forward. Issues 1 and 2 have brought about an exceptionally high turnout in early voting. Nearly 854,900 Ohioans voted early in Ohio since early voting started last month. In total, nearly 566,400 people voted early in person, and nearly 288,500 absentee ballots were returned, according to the Secretary of State's daily absentee report counts. Columbus City schools and other districts across Central Ohio will have levies and bonds on the ballot today. The levies and bonds on the ballot would help continue and/or provide additional funding for operations in many districts. There would also be expansions and the construction of new buildings to accompany more students in the growing suburbs. The Rocky River Board of Education addressed recent controversies in the school district in a letter to the community that throws its support behind Superintendent Dr. Michael Schoaf. A group of parents upset with how Schoaf handled the recent controversies in the district have formed a petition demanding that the board fire Schoaf, as well as other members of the school board. That's all we have for today, folks. For more, go to TV2 News at KentWire.com, and have a great day.
Today is Election Day, and we will not have our regular 6 p.m. newscast. We will have our hour-long election show starting at 8 p.m. We'll give updates on the election numbers and discuss what is on the ballot.
James Madison comes to the Mack Center on Thursday night following a monster win to open the year. Get to know the Dukes before they hit the court in Kent.
County.
The Sular thieves take off with heavy historic church bell valued at nearly $30,000. The thieves were seen on camera late last night, taking the bell away in the pickup truck. It is believed that the thieves want to melt down the bell, which dates back to the 1840s, and sell it at a scrapyard. The Sular Police Department is offering an award to anyone who identifies the thieves.
Abraham Dahlman, a CNN reporter, recently revealed a video showing the process his family took to escape Gaza after being trapped for 28 days. The video started by showing footage of explosions and the fear it invoked into the reporter's children. Ibram's family had also had to sleep from place to place night after night with several other families to stay safe. Then, after 28 days of terror, they were able to board an immigration bus that took them to Egypt.
Bumble founder and CEO Whitney Wolfe Herd stepping down from her chief executive role of Bumble Incorporated. The company announced on Monday. Wolfe Herd will be succeeded by Lende Jones, the current CEO of Slack, who took her role at that company in January. Jones will start at Bumble on January 2nd, 2024. An interview from Monday morning from New York, where the two women spent the day together, Wolfe Herd said that she sees her move to the executive chair as an opportunity to return to her founder roots.
And filing taxes might become easier within the next year. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen revealed that taxpayers should be able to submit all sorts of tax documents to the IRS digitally months earlier than originally planned. Under the initiative, people should be able to submit everything but tax returns digitally in 2024. Yellen claims that taxpayers will save time and effort and that the IRS will reduce errors and short its costs.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful fall morning out there. I'm Ryan Shanko, and this is your Tuesday morning sports report. So let's get right into it with some basketball from last night. Hoops are back in the Tree City, and the Flashes drew the Malone Pioneers for their season opener. And I won't hold it over your head anymore. The Flashes got the win in comfortable fashion, 79-58, though admittedly it was a little too close for comfort in the first half, with Kent only up 3 at the break. The Flashes did pull away in the second half behind a solid night from transfer Reggie Bass, who had 14 points in his Kent debut. Gio Santiago led the Flashes in scoring in his return from injury with 15 points. Thursday is going to be a big night in Kent, Ohio, as the Golden Flashes welcome the James Madison Dukes into the Mack Center, putting their 23-game home win streak on the line. James Madison began their year with a bang, knocking off number 4 Michigan State on the road last night in overtime. The Dukes are for real, and they're led by Terrence Edwards Jr. and TJ Bickerstaff, and they're looking to prove that to the nation by knocking off the defending MAC champions. Tip-off is Thursday at 7 p.m. We welcome the football team back to Dick Stadium on Wednesday night for another edition of Weeknight Maction. Kent is currently on a 6-game losing streak as they square off with Bowling Green tomorrow night. It's been a rough year for Kent, but the quarterback situation seems to have ironed itself out. Tommy Ulatowski looks to be the guy for the Flashes. He had a great and very admirable performance against Akron, even though it came up short. Catch the Flashes on CBS Sports Network at 7 p.m. on Wednesday night. Hey, that's all I've got for you this morning. I hope to see you at Dick Stadium Wednesday and at the Mack Center Thursday. For TV2 Sports, I'm Ryan Shenko.
That one story with the forklift and the car.
That's
pretty crazy.
That's a insane.
That's a
heist.
wacky thing
Yeah,
right
that's
there. I mean, I'd be
wacky.
pretty angry. You know, just imagine walking down the road.
And you just see a forklift carrying a car going down the road.
No, your
Imagine
car,
that.
your
Yeah.
actual car.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez Louise.
All right, well, that's all we got for you today. Thank you so much for watching.
Be sure to follow us on Meta, X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram.
Goodbye, Portage County.
This is Portage County's TV2, broadcasting from the campus of Kent State University. Streaming online at kentwired.com.